Hey guys, coming up next, we're going to talk some reserve list cards and prices. Let's take a look at how our world of Magic is ever changing. Hey guys, welcome back. MTG Moxman here. If you're new to the channel and you somehow found me out there in the Wild West world of YouTube and you chose me to watch above all others, well, that's amazing. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the content today. Alright guys, remember to hold the line on those reserve list cards. We're going to have a great discussion about it. It's going to take a minute. I just have a little announcement. Those of you out there who have asked about the Weatherlight packs, they are all sold, the ones I want to get rid of. But I do have lots of other vintage packs I have considered opening for the channel. And I'd like to kind of put something together for when we hit 3,000 subscribers. So I'd like to know who would be interested in buying some old packs at a very good discount, of course, just like I did the Weatherlight packs. My prices are in Canadian dollars because that's what I bought them in. So what I will do is in an upcoming video, probably when we get in our 100 or so subscribers and get closer to the 3,000 mark, I'm going to put a video out with potential packs and how many I'm willing to put up for you guys to buy at a discount. When those ones go up for discount, it is first comes, first serve. Those who email me and pay for the packs to get it lined up for the opening, okay? So I hope you guys will enjoy it when it comes up. And remember, guys, it's just for fun. Who knows what's in these packs? I can tell you now, I have never searched the packs, though. How about that? I know that much because I've had most of these for 10, 15 years. I have never searched them, okay? So when those packs go up, enjoy. They are not all reserve list, by the way. There'll be some price points for everyone, okay, who wants to get involved. All right, guys, let's get on to it. Now, the reserve list has been going kind of nutty. We all know this, and it is changing the face in which we look at Magic cards as a whole. I had the discussion day before yesterday, and we were talking about how these things could end up as museum pieces. These might just be things of plastic under plexiglass in protective shields behind the bulletproof armor of a tank. Like, who knows where it will end up. But as Magic becomes more and more popular, and these cards become more and more iconic, nostalgic, and people want to have them, you're going to see less and less available. I've seen some very bad condition cards going for extreme amounts of money, and it just shows the appetite for this vintage stuff. Now, this is only going to continue on probably as long as the inflation carries on from what's going on in our world right now. But I still expect that to go for another 6 to 8 months. Do you have any idea how many Magic cards have been bought out and reserve list cards have disappeared? Look at me in my video yesterday. You'll see I've got a few things here that I popped out little bits and I was buying $3, $4, $10 cards. How many other people are out there doing that? I just wanted a couple for decks. I know from the emails from the patrons, people I'm in contact with, that we are talking, some people bought hundreds of copies of this stuff, which means they have no intention of ever letting it go because they're going to build it as a nest egg. Guys, this is some serious stuff, and it definitely deserves talking about all the time. I can't believe other guys don't pick up on this more often, but it's fine because then I get an appetite for it and I get to talk to you guys, and it's fun. So, and always remember, guys, you can leave comments, questions, concerns, emails, whatever you want. I always answer back. So let's take a look at a few of the cards today. Now, number one, Vulra Stronghold. Now, when you see this here, guys, look at the sold listings, okay? You see a price of like $82, then you see $170. Now, the $170 was there about a week ago. I think it's like 3-4 days ago I saw it, and I was kind of aware of it. The $82 one you see there is actually like a World Championship edition. I bought mine for $80 about 4 weeks ago on this channel, and we talked about it. Okay, when I first got my first copy of Vulra Stronghold. I have since ordered another copy that you saw in the video before. Now, when you see the ones that are going for sale, right? You see like $200, $190, $170. There were some non-English ones that were cheaper, but look at those prices and understand what we're talking about when you see that. It is really something. That the thing is basically doubled in value in less than 30 days. And, you know, there was people telling me they bought it for like 20, 30 bucks before. That is crazy to me to see those prices jump up. But it was an underrated card that I felt when I saw it. I go, I didn't even know about this card. Somebody pointed it out to me. I go, this is a great card. Look at the decks it can be used in. So you're just seeing a reflection now and the price correction and the appetite for this card now that people realize how few there really are in the world, right? So awesome to see it moving. Great price movement. Good sales. Even in the non-English, even in the collector edition ones. Sorry, not even collector edition, sorry, my apologies. The World Championship edition ones. It is something else, guys. But at least, you know, it's a copy to have. It's something to stick around with, right? Couldn't believe it. So, our next card up. Check this bad boy out. All right, Alley of Cairo. is one of my original, like, favorites of all time. Okay? And I will give you the story that goes along with this card. I've told this story actually a couple times in old videos, but it's good to repeat it because people are always new to the channel. Ali of Cairo says, he's a 0/1, 4 casting cost, 2 red, 2 other. Anything that reduces your life to less than 1 reduces it to 1 instead. Very, very cool. Now, what you have to understand is, he's still bolt bait, he can still be killed. But when Legends came out, they brought that out with a card called Spectral Cloak, which put on top of that. Well, that still works pretty good. But you have to understand, people still know what it is. They would disenchant and go after it. Well, in a tournament I was at, somebody had used the Illusionary Mask to bring Ali of Cairo in upside down. Then they put a Spectral Cloak on top. And he was facing a Merfolk deck. And the Merfolk deck was hit for like 50, 60 damage. And he said, okay, you're dead. Game over, man. I win the tournament. And the guy's like, I'm not dead. He's like, yes, you are. You just took 60. He goes, I'm not dead. And then they called over the guy who owned the store, because there was no real judges back then, so the store owner's judging. The store owner reads the card, because he's looking at the upside-down card. He goes, he's not dead. And the guy was just floored. Like, what do you mean he's not dead? What are you talking about? None of us in my small town had seen Ali of Cairo. So I made it my mission to get that card, and I do have one. And I keep it right beside my Spectral Cloak, and he looks awesome, because I remember like that combo. And I remember getting it and using it, and it was amazing. That with Guardian Beast, crazy stuff. But I think I paid like a couple Savannah Lions and a Beneless Hero for that. So you look at this now, and you see he's selling for $500. There's a couple of beat up copies went for $300 still, but everything for sale is around the $700 mark. That's considered like near mint, $700 to $800. And look what people are asking: $757, $379 for a beat up one from Dan Bach, right? Or $1,800 and change for BGS 9. Look what level we're getting to. And these cards aren't really played that often anymore, but they are, of course, low print run. But it's just crazy to see that a card like this, that nostalgic, that iconic, is finally being recognized and going for a price worthy of Ali of Cairo. I'm not saying it does much in the game nowadays. I'm saying the memories and nostalgia that go with this card reaches out to a lot of players like myself who were here in the day when this card was being played all the time and you didn't know how to defeat it. It's kind of crazy. So good for you, Ali of Cairo. And the sales have been quite brisk on him as well, which is awesome. So he is moving. There's an appetite for the card, which is awesome to see. I thought it was like wicked. So our, oh, sorry, that was Ali again. Next card up is Ali and a Guardian Beast. That didn't work. Let's do another Guardian Beast. So now we have Guardian Beast. Another card I just talked about. Great with artifacts. You used to use it with Chaos Orb, and it never blew up the Chaos Orb, so you can just keep using it over and over and over every turn. Yeah, the rules weren't in place back then. So, Guardian Beast. Again, a card I had as a young man, loving the game. And you look at now and you see the sold listings are 600 plus. The asking prices are between 600 and 900. I remember this card was 20 bucks just 10 years ago. When you see that appetite for the card and it's selling a lot, people are looking for the best copies they can buy and they want to hold on to it. Because again, amazing card, not being reprinted, protects artifacts, amazing to have. And he's a 2/4 blocker. He was awesome. Artwork is iconic. Breathtaking to look at. A time and magic that can't be recaptured. And when I see it like that, and I mean, the price memory in my head says, I can't believe these cards are going for this much money. I can't believe these cards are going for this much money. But then the other part of me says, recognize the game's this old. Hockey cards go for this much money. Baseball cards can go for this much money. What are you talking about? Of course it can go for this much money. And comic books do, so of course it can. And it's only going to go higher. So for those of you who are still waiting on the fence to get your slice of the pie, don't wait too long or you get the crumbs. Because that's how I feel for not buying a lot of cards lately, is I've missed out on some key cards I should have bought and didn't. And it's driving me insane. Okay? Like, look at him. Ah! Kills me. Kills me. Alright. Next card up. We're talking Juzam Djinn. Now, I want you to imagine this. The Juzam Djinn, at the time in Magic, was an absolutely epic, iconic card. He was amazing. He was literally one of the biggest, baddest creatures you could get. He only cost 4. Yeah, he did 1 damage to you, but he's a giant, honking 5/5 coming at you. You couldn't even bury him back then with a terror because it said, you know, non-black creatures. This guy was epic. Seeing him on the battlefield was like seeing a Shivan dragon. Oh, but it cost 2 less. and you were hitting people already. So, amazing. And look how big he is. Little guy, right? Now, this artwork has been featured all over Magic for 25 years. He's been expensive for a long time. He actually hasn't creeped up that much. At least not as much as I thought he would have. When you see him selling for $1,500, $1,600, these are recent sales. They're February 14th. They're beat up copies, but they are selling. And then you see the expensive and kind of getting up there. It's because he's not played. He's more for the nostalgia factor and somebody completing collections and his ability to like, hey, remember this card? That's what he is. He's a talking point. You're not really going to see him in play anymore. It's the nostalgic factor, and it shows that even at this card, his price hasn't dipped. It's tipped up a little bit, but not nearly as much as a lot of the cards that are finally being recognized. So I think this is kind of insane to think that he's finally there. He gets recognized, but his price isn't jumping. So I'm okay with that for now. I think you're going to see cards like this, though, creep up in the next little while, guys. He's going to go higher. We're not seeing it yet. So expect to see that somewhere in the next 12 months. I expect to see him dip up and up and up until he's always over 2K and higher, even for beat up copies, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This was MTG Moxman. You guys rock. And for those of you who always stay to the end of my videos, thank you so much. It means a lot, guys. It helps the algorithm, and it helps boost my viewership, which is amazing. And I love to welcome the new players and new people finding my channel every day. It's awesome. So thanks again, guys, for choosing to watch MTG Moxman. You guys have a great one, and I'll see you all tomorrow. I have to click the thingy and then shop smart at S-Mart. Hey guys, big shout out to my patrons. You guys are amazing. And don't forget to shop smart, shop S-Mart. For those of you who are interested, of course, there will be packs available. I'll make sure all the patrons get a crack at some of whoever really are interested. All right, guys? So don't worry.